I know, chasing that dough, hitting that road, getting that money, man. All I know, loading that foe, kicking down doors, getting that money, man. We gon' make it money. We gon' take it Grizzly. We gon' make it money. We gon' take it Grizzly.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is what was the bigger upset? Usyk beating Anthony Joshua or Kambosos beating Teofimo Lopez? And in a shocking turn of events, we're going to go to Ned to TBE first.
All right, man, listen. Usyk beating AJ. All right. When Ruiz beat AJ, I learned AJ's human. So when Usyk beat AJ, I overlooked Usyk tremendously. And it's a upset. It's a huge upset because Usyk's accomplishments is amazing. But Kambosos beating Teofimo last night, that was just unexpected. Like I honestly bought into the hype, but I had a feeling. I like your gut. You had a guy had a gut feeling it was strong. Like Kambosos is gonna beat on this boy, and I missed the press conference. I missed like the back and forth, but I had a feeling because I'm like, yo, this fight's been delayed so long. Teofimo's his mind's not even on this fight. His mind's on other opponents. His mind, like he has the fight. Fight was when the fight was set for August. They're talking about the rematch for Lomachenko is gonna be in December. I'm just like, oh, this guy's like he's all over the place. He's not really like, is he training? Is he watching tape? Does he even care about Kambosos? So that starting gut feeling was right, and you know, I think what Kambosos did last night is amazing, and it just when you see the underdog come on top like that, it inspires the whole world. Like, and you know, Australia, I don't know when's the last time they got a champion, and this is big for them, yo. And I know I'm just proud for them, you know, and I'm proud for the Ukraine too, because you know, who's reign was it? I don't want to misspeak, but I know the Klitschko's is from that region of the world. And I know they was repping them at one point. So, you know, this is big for them as well. So, but I'm still going to go with Kambosos' win. Is like, it's fresh. It was amazing. And it surprised me a lot. So.
All right, Dog Bill.
Definitely Kambosos beating Teofimo Lopez.
Anything you'd like to add, my brother?
I mean, everybody knows Usyk is special, you know what I'm saying? And every boxing expert, you know, that was out there, you know, that really follows boxing knew that if anybody can give AJ trouble, it could be Usyk, you know what I'm saying? With the Kambosos, we've seen everybody giving. We thought that Teofimo Lopez would beat Kambosos, and it was a shocker. Kambosos came out there and, you know, put it all out on the line. You know, and he came up with the victory. It's from Australia, right? Isn't Jeff Horn from Australia as well?
Yeah.
So I guess this is like the second best victory to come to Australia because, you know, being Manny Pacquiao got to be number one. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Kambosos, man. I think that this right here has to be that Usyk beating AJ. That's not an upset to me. That's
all right. Conspiracy G.
Yo, you know what? This was a tough one, man. But since Trill went with Kambosos, I'm gonna go with Usyk being AJ. Like, you know, to provide different. But because when you think about it, essentially, Kambosos was like an unknown guy from another country that just came to New York and dethroned Teofimo, right? But Usyk, you know. Yeah, of course he's talented. A lot of people really know that now. Talking about myself, you know what I'm saying? However, Usyk prevented Undisputed. And you're talking about Undisputed in the marquee division, the heavyweight division. So when Usyk beat AJ, bro, that messed up the whole game. Like, it messed up the heavyweight division for real. Like, Kambosos, go ahead, Katie.
Can I make that argument about George Kambosos? He messed up Undisputed. He messed up the whole game because it was going to be T.O. Devin.
But hold on now. Remember this. That's why earlier when Trill was doing his conspiracy bag, I was like, damn, Eddie's a genius. Because regardless, Eddie was going to win, whether it was Kambosos or Teofimo. Because Teofimo agreed to fight Devin Haney next as long as Devin Haney wins his next fight against JoJo. Now that Kambosos is with Eddie, You already know that's going to happen. So we're going to get undisputed regardless in 135.
For less money.
With the heavyweight division, you know, we got Tyson Fury that's wishy-washy, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, it's not a guarantee that AJ is gonna win the rematch. So it's like there's so much money in the air with the heavyweight division that because of the financial investment in the heavyweight division, Usyk winning was a major upset. So that's why I'm gonna stick with Usyk beating AJ up as opposed to Kambosos beating Teofimo Lopez.
I don't want to get off topic, but why can't Usyk be the moneymaker now?
Yo, man,
Are you serious?
That's a whole different segment, bro.
You're right. I just didn't want to get off topic. I had to ask that.
Some things are self-explanatory. I think the bigger upset's Kambosos, and here's the reason why. Oleksandr Usyk is Olympic gold medalist, undisputed at cruiserweight, moved up to heavyweight. He even beat the gatekeeper, Derek Chisora, and then he fought Anthony Joshua. People knew it was going to be an uphill battle for him, and people suspected it was going to be a difficult fight for him. But Usyk winning, I don't think, is a real shocker. I think you could see a path to victory for Usyk, especially after Andy Ruiz did what he did to Anthony Joshua. But with Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez had knocked out Richard Comey in the second round. He had dug deep with the great Vasily Lomachenko and showed tremendous boxing skills and ability. And mainly because I feel like he knew he had to. He knew he was in there with, he respected his opponent. Then he went in there with Kambosos, and you would think he didn't know how to box. It just was straight brawling, loading up, swinging. You know, it's funny. He reminded me of Mike Tyson after prison in a way. Because if you look at Mike Tyson prior to jail, he always had head movement. He set up his punches. He threw rapid combinations. It was him setting up everything. And then once he was released from jail and he fought Peter McNeely, it was always him relying on one-punch bombs. And he rarely threw combinations, and his head movement wasn't the same. And I say that to say it was like a watered-down version of Teo in the ring against Kambosos. And again, I take nothing away from Kambosos. But if you put on the video of him fighting Vasily Lomachenko and him fighting Kambosos, you can just notice that it was night and day. The skill set, the talent, everything, the preparation. I feel like at one point it was like Kambosos' movement was too much for Teo. Like he couldn't even cut the ring off. He's walking him down, and I'm like, what is this? This doesn't look nothing like the guy who was able to compete with the man who has arguably the best footwork in the business, Vasily Lomachenko. So I think in many ways, when you go off of what you've seen heading into this fight, like TBE said it, he didn't see this from Kambosos in his fight with Lee Shelby. But we've seen from Teofimo Lopez, we thought this was going to be another notch under his belt. This was going to be another spectacular performance that catapulted him into, hopefully a big showdown with either Devin Haney or Josh Taylor. But what we saw was just a guy who didn't look like the takeover. So I got to go with Kambosos beating Teofimo Lopez just because he was undefeated. He showed so much promise, and I don't even know who was a bigger underdog in the odds, although I believe Kambosos was as well. Yeah. I just think it was a major shocker, and even Teofimo Lopez couldn't believe it at the end. So I'm gonna go with Kambosos, huh?
Also to add, Kambosos literally became an overnight sensation. Usyk essentially already kind of had a name, but he solidified his name when he beat AJ. But nobody was looking for no Kambosos, bro. So
another point to add. And it's a good point. Ukraine is known for producing great boxers. They got the Klitschko brothers, they got Usyk, and they have a lot of other fighters. In Australia, it's a big win for them. And so also when you look at the fact that he's putting Aussie on the map, it's just for me a bigger upset.
Please let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. And for your listening pleasure, The Brothers EP out now. We are the Boxing Bros.